Episode 1069 of Down to Dunk. You can find us on The Athletic and anywhere else you subscribe to your podcast. Go to theathletic.com/Down to Dunk and get The Athletic for half off. I'm Luke. Joined this morning by Andrew.
I gotta say, I'm just fired up to be here today. It's pretty cool. Pretty damn cool. Woo!
Slam through.
Taylor.
How do you get a country girl to come over to you? A tractor. Informer, you know, said daddy, me to blame. I like it, boom, boom, down. Detective man, I say, daddy, man, I just have somebody to land. I like it, boom, boom, down.
Wow.
What's that? Oh, slam throw.
Wow.
And Jay.
It's Jay.
Wow.
Snow, man.
Snow, dude.
I grew up on some snow.
Lick it, boom, boom, down.
Jay didn't know where that joke was going.
Oh yeah, it did kind of. You know, I jumbled it.
Uh-oh.
I couldn't find it on my thing, so that wasn't actually what the joke was. But
It's pretty good though.
you know,
Well, it's just the dad vibe is in you now.
Yeah.
what does that mean?
You didn't need to read it. You just knew it.
Oh, I see. I thought you were talking about like innuendos,
No.
accidental innuendos.
No.
So Thunder played a game.
They did.
They lost the game 107-86 in Utah.
Could have been worse.
Utah's-
Should have been worse.
Utah's really good. Should have been.
I don't know.
It's
Here's
pretty
the
bad.
deal: is the Thunder have?
They didn't cover. It's pretty bad. They were
Yeah.
like- yeah.
Could have been worse.
I mean, I guess things always can be worse.
They got to 86 points, so you lost again.
I didn't do it this time.
Have you? What are you going to do this year? We got asked that.
You got to say
What's the new
95
point
points.
total?
95.
You know, I would prefer not to ruin my life again. So I'm just gonna shut up. Is what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, it was a pretty glaring weakness in the Thunder. I think intentional is that they cannot defend a center
Yeah,
or protect the rim.
yeah.
And so Rudy Gobert had a double-double in the first quarter, I think.
Like 3 minutes, it felt like.
21 rebounds. It's weird because the rebound deficiency is only. I mean, the Thunder got 50 and Utah got 53, so it's not that bad.
Yeah,
But in preseason, it looked like it was going to be really bad.
I would say
As
even
far
in
as
that,
rebounds,
even
went.
in that game, it looked that bad.
Like
Yeah.
way worse than
Yeah,
what
it
was.
did look way worse.
I
than
mean,
it.
part of it's that Utah just didn't shoot the ball that well. I
Mhm.
mean, they only hit 29% of their threes.
Mm.
You know, you give up a lot of boards if you miss
Yeah.
a lot of shots.
Yeah.
But yeah, it
So-
was not great. Not a great showing by the Thunder. I thought there were just some weird things about it overall. You know, I thought a lot of the Baisley possessions were just weird to me. Not within the flow of the offense, like record scratch, let me go to work kind of thing. And I guess we'll see if we see more of that in the coming weeks. But that to me is it's not only it is definitely a recipe for losing, but to me it's not a recipe for
The brand of basketball.
development for
Mhm.
this team. So I'm just curious what that will look like. Is Bay's going to continue to try to create for himself? Because if he is, one, like worst record in the league, here we come. But also, like, what are we doing here?
Mm-hmm.
This is how it feels.
I can't tell if his teammates. Are his teammates supportive of it, or are they annoyed by that?
That's something that we'll find out. I think
Yeah.
that, I mean, we want to ascribe as much as we can to one game, like everybody does. Everybody wants to give the instant reaction on Twitter. Everybody wants to have all the answers. Everybody wants to say, even looking at the numbers now is silly,
Well, this
You
is
know.
100% of the information we have so far, Andrew.
and it's just not enough.
Whoa.
It's not even close to being enough.
That's
Yeah,
profound.
1000%.
So we just need to see. We need to see what it looks like over the next few weeks. You know, Teo Maledon's not going to miss every shot
You sure?
that he takes
Hmm.
the rest of the season. So that will look good. It just felt like every time they got into the offense that we want them to run, or that Mark wants them to run, the ball just was just like a magnet to Teo, and he just bricked whatever was thrown at him.
Yeah, the team shot 37% for the game from the field.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Pretty bad.
But that's good. We
Not-
want to be bad.
I would say no.
yeah, bad is good.
Bad is good.
Not that kind of bad.
Up
though.
is down.
Like you can be bad and still look
you
like
wanna-
there's some promise here.
Not against Utah.
You're gonna have
That's right,
You're gonna
that's
have
true.
whiplash takes tonight.
Yeah, not against Utah.
So they're playing Houston tonight. Houston is equally bad, if not
They're
worse,
bad.
than Oklahoma City.
They got trounced by Minnesota.
Mm.
Just embarrassed
Which
by the Timberwolves.
Yeah, Anthony Edwards. Did you see that when he hit that open three and then
Dude.
told the coach? He looked at their bench and told them to call a timeout.
Yeah.
Like, dang,
Anthony Edwards is one of my favorite players in the league.
he's
incredible.
awesome.
He's amazing, man.
Yeah, I think that you're going to see, like I said, some whiplash takes tonight where there's a lot more confidence. And I don't know what Mark is going to do with this lineup, with the usage, who's taking the ball up. Because you're right. Like part of it is I'm giving the benefit of the doubt to Baisley in the sense that like nobody else was doing anything. Dort was trying to get to the rim, trying to score, and he looked real bad.
Mhm.
I thought Dort's whole problem is I think he was trying to force a lot of his game just because there was no real action on offense.
Mhm.
It devolved into kind of ISO mode, everybody dribbling. And there were a few plays where the ball moved around really well. But like you said, it ended up in a non-shooter's hands, except for whenever it landed in JRE's hand who
I don't think Maladon's a non-shooter.
I don't know. He didn't shoot
Maladon.
super well last night either, or last year either.
Maladon.
He was put in a pretty
True.
unfair position
Yeah.
all of last season. I think he'll be better. I actually don't think he's a bad shooter, but and again, one game, it's all the information we have, but I don't think that off the catch he's going to be an
There-
abysmal shooter.
There were definitely some moments though in that game where I'm like, why isn't Giddey in where Maladon is?
Mm.
Yeah, there are too many Maladon dribbles, just way too many.
The vibe is kind of weird on the floor, even with SGA on the floor. Like it does not feel like everyone agrees that this is the guy that we're looking at, or this is the leader, or this is kind of who is controlling thing, or is the coach on the floor. Do you
Yeah.
get what I'm saying?
I also think they have
Yeah.
too many guys.
Too many guys.
Yeah, just like
Are you
too
on the
many-
man dude
too
guy
many-
scale
or too
right
many
now?
guys?
No,
like guys?
Too many players, like in
Oh.
the sense that guys that you're trying to get minutes to. Like Giddey played 29 minutes.
It's great.
Favors 20. I mean, their
Yeah.
bench ended up what 1, 2, 3. You have a total of 12 guys they played in that
Yeah.
game. Now
a
Vit
lot of guys.
played 3 minutes. Doesn't really count, but almost
Yeah.
everybody else played substantial minutes. And so it's just,
Mhm.
especially when you've got guys like Ty Jerome sitting on the bench, it's like, what's the point of him?
I mean, the thing again, it's one game,
I understand that.
and I think we're gonna get halfway through the season, and he's going to cycle through these guys. This
Yeah.
isn't going to be. There's no. I mean, as you could just look at the depth chart of the game, like this isn't the rotation.
Mhm.
This isn't a rotation. This is let's try some stuff.
Yeah.
Like let's figure out what we have here. I think that's what a lot of the season's going to be. Is like let's figure out what we've got in everybody that's on this roster.
Are we ever going to have a rotation? Or it's always going to be like, well, let's see.
this season?
like, yeah.
Why would they?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't
They
think
won't.
they will.
Yeah, I don't
'Cause-
think they will.
I was thinking the other day, I was like, in the past, like in past seasons when like we had like Russ and it was like they'd be losing, be like, oh, like should we like press the emergency button? Like, should we all be concerned? Like, what did that look like? I was thinking, I was like, how many losses do we have to have? If we're like, oh, we have a huge problem in Oklahoma City.
No,
I don't
This
think
year,
there's any amount. Like we could lose every single game and I'd be like, cool beans.
0-82 just guarantees you a top 5 pick.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
And they're not going to lose all the games. They could win tonight. Like they could very well win this game tonight. And I would not be surprised by it. Houston is just as bad. And it's just going to come down to can Shea be the best player on the court?
Mhm.
The defense is going to be abysmal in Houston. You thought that like the Baisley stuff was wild. Like basically everybody has the Baisley mindset on this Houston Rockets team.
Mhm.
You know, so it's if they make shots, they'll win, and if they miss shots, we will win. Like that's how this will go. I mean,
Was
this is definitely a bounce of the ball type of situation.
Were you impressed? Like anybody from that game stand out to you or impress you? I have a few guys that I was really pleased watching them play. I thought Trey Mann was actually
Trey was good.
good.
Trey was good. Trey's also Trey made shots.
That is a
you
big
know,
deal.
Like that's
But he didn't. I think the thing I look for in him, JRE, even Giddey, is like, do they feel completely lost or like
Yeah.
they don't belong? And I didn't feel that out of any one of those three rookies.
yeah, there was that specific step back three that Trey took where he was able to create space. And like those are the things you're looking for with Trey is
His shot
'cause
just
that's
looks
what he
fantastic.
that's what he did at
sometimes.
Florida is he was able to create space and get whatever kind of shot he wanted. And can he do it at the NBA level? He did it decently against Utah. Great. Like you passed your first test.
And you saw little glimpses as well, like little glimpses of the fact that their point guard, one of their point guards is 6'9", like the amount of rebounds. I mean, Giddey got 10 rebounds, but part of that was like the way they're going to have to compete for boards with this
Mhm.
team is everybody's going to have to get rebounds.
Yeah.
So you've got, Giddey pulling down 10. You've got Poku that's trying to get in there and do whatever Poku does. And I said this before the podcast is I think the biggest win for Poku as part of this game is the fact that he didn't do anything that made me cringe, which is a win.
Cringe.
He was pretty much a non-factor. He played 15 minutes, I think, total. And
That's a.
I don't know
Didn't
that he was
seem
a
like he got a lot of.
I'm saying a non-factor in
opportunity
the
to
sense
mess
of a
things up.
negative.
Yeah, I thought he played well. I thought he played under control. He didn't do anything wild. He
Yeah.
had 3 assists. He had 3 boards. I thought he played good defense. I mean, those are the kind of things that I think you would ask for him to do, not to get in there and just go wild.
I don't
Now
know.
you
I
wanna
kind of
s-
want the wild.
You want to see the shot go down. But what you want to see from if you want Poku to be a real NBA player, like, we need him to do stuff like this, and then eventually get more shots than he took 2 shots.
Yeah.
We need him to get 7 shots.
The game
his
felt
time.
like it flew by, too.
Yeah,
Like it felt like nobody got a lot of time to do anything, like except for Baisley.
I mean that's what happens when you're playing so many guys. Is
Yeah, I guess that is what it is.
you
but
know,
it's like, good Lord.
I mean, really, the starting lineup is going to play a lot just by virtue of being the starting lineup.
Yeah, and
You
probably
know.
the closing lineup of the first half in the game.
Right. And they're going to play a lot. Everybody else is just going to get spot minutes. They played Teo a lot. They believe in Teo. The professionalism that he's shown over the course of his full season and training camp has been impressive. And so he's going to play a lot. They're going to see what they've got in him over the course of this season.
And second and third year guys, especially with where this team's at right now, you do need to do that.
Yeah,
You
you
know,
got to
like
figure out
you-
what you have.
Yeah. And you need to give them opportunities in the second year and the third year. You're seeing it with Baisley. If it was another, this is third year, right?
Third.
But it feels like 4 because that one season was.
We've had
But,
3 years over 12 months.
Well, he's also
3
had
seasons.
and then even last season, he had his first part of the year, had his broken scapula, and then came back.
Yeah.
And it felt like 2 seasons again. Feel
Oh,
like he's
yeah.
been in the league for 8 years.
Yeah. But it's interesting thinking about Baisley.
He's
Would
like
he be
20.
getting on a team that was really trying to be good?
No,
He's probably not getting this.
no.
So
No,
at
he's
this point,
he's your
so,
9th guy
Yeah.
at best.
Yeah. He's garbage time.
And that's
player right
only
now.
if he figures out, here's your role to play.
So that's something that I think is interesting when we were texting about it a little bit yesterday is would other teams, the way we think of Baisley and Thunder fans think of Baisley is that he has a lot of potential and could be someone real for this team down the line at some point. But I don't know. Do other teams see him that way?
I think if another team had him, they would also think that way. I think he would sit toward the end of the bench. He would show flashes because he does that with the
Yeah.
Thunder, and you would think, wow, he can do some stuff off the dribble. He can
Mhm.
shoot it. He can, defend multiple positions. He's very athletic. There's a lot of, if he were sitting on the end of the Blazers bench, I think Blazers fans would be on Reddit talking about how we need to see more Baisley.
The freaking Blazers, man. I got something for them.
I was not as down on Baisley as I think some other people were from the first game. Like there are things that he did. The fact that he finished aggressively,
Yeah.
is just a simple thing to take as a win for him. Because you remember, even last year, he would get to the rim and hesitate. He would back away from the rim, shoot. I mean, he just finished with weird trying to lay up. And instead, the fact that like 2 times in the game, he did finish with a dunk pretty aggressively. Like, it's utilizing his athleticism. I think there's some decision-making stuff. I still think he's very inefficient. But it's also one game. Like, who knows?
Yeah.
Nobody was good.
Yeah.
Like, literally, other than Trey Mann and JRE, nobody shot well.
Right.
Yeah. It's hard to see with Baisley like what he's been really trying to perfect because he's so inconsistent with how he plays from game to game. You know, like some games he's super aggressive
Yeah.
at the rim. Some games he's very aggressive with the jump shot and a pull-up
He's a
jumper.
young player.
And
He's a young player.
What I would say, I think this is from practice videos over the summer, things I saw in preseason and looking at game 1. I think if I was going to say what has Baisley worked to be better at, I would say just a consistent style of play. Whether it's right or wrong, is he looks similar in almost every game he's playing. And then on top of that, as I would say for him, as it's felt like, and maybe I'm just assuming more than I should on him, is so much of his development is mental. How do I play with confidence in every game I play? Because you could see in games where he missed shots that he would get down on himself. Like, there's playing with confidence consistently would be a big step for him. Whether or not you need that out of a guy that you're not sure if he's going to be your 6th or 7th guy or even on the roster in 3 years, I think there's a question mark for that. But I think for his own development, confidence and consistency is going to be the biggest thing for him.
Yeah. That confidence part feels like he's in that faking it till you make it
Maybe
thing right
maybe
now. Like he's really forcing the confidence.
Yeah.
And it just
Which if
feels
you're
like
20 or 21 and I mean, you're trying to figure out where your position is
I'm
in the
30.
NBA.
I'm still doing that.
Sure, fake it till you make it.
I just want to overall see more Josh Giddey on the ball.
Yeah.
I think that's where he's best. And I know that they're clearly trying to figure out what he is off ball. But I think if you want the offense to flow better, if you want everything to look better, you've got to go through Giddey. I think that was pretty clear. And it's frustrating. I understand that they're going to be doing a lot of different things this year with this team on the court. But anytime that he doesn't have the ball, that he's out there, and it's not also like it either needs to be in his hands or Shea's hands if they're out there.
Yeah.
But if they're both out there and they don't have the ball trying to create something,
Yeah.
it does feel like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Like that's how it feels. And I just need to see more from Giddey. I thought he was good. He makes good sound decisions. I thought he was really good, but I just wanted more.
And maybe I'm crazy, but I felt with Giddey that every miss he had was definitely that first NBA game, because there's a difference between preseason and regular season.
Definitely.
Playing against Joe Ingles, who's been one of your mentors forever, Rudy Gobert, like he knows this Jazz
I was gonna
team.
say first game is a Jazz team who they are looking at a championship.
Yeah,
they're
it's-
trying to play for a
without question.
championship.
They were the
thing-
number 1 seed in the West last year.
And the thing about the Jazz is that they're not going to make mistakes against bad teams. They're not going to look across and say like, yeah, I don't have to go 100% tonight. They're like, okay, we have to go win. Like we have to beat this Thunder team.
Mhm.
I can't remember where I heard this sometime in the last few weeks, but one of the reasons that people are picking the over with the Jazz is because Jazz are historically, especially last season, fantastic against the teams that they're supposed to beat.
Yeah, that
I
was
think
a-
you heard that on the Slam and Jam.
I
Was
think
it on the Slam and Jam?
it was,
Yeah.
yeah.
There you go. See?
Yeah, when you were flipping the flapjaps.
When you're flipping your flap chaps.
Hey,
Mowing my yard. I do actually listen to it a lot while I'm mowing my yard.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Can
So
you
it's about-
believe we still have to mow our yard? I was so mad when this week I realized I'm gonna have to mow my freaking yard one more time.
I mow my
Probably
yard.
more than once.
I mow my yard year
Oh.
round.
What? You don't need to.
Yes, he does.
I have number 1, fescue. Number 2, I've got a lot of leaves, and the easiest way to get rid of your leaves is just mow them up, mulch them up, and toss them in your trash can.
Look, you have a bag at the back of your mower?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got you. I can do both.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Bag.
Cool.
I got a leaf sucker, by the way.
I do too. I have that too. I just
That's
don't like
what
it as much.
That's what I'm talking about.
Can you bring that
That's
thing
awesome.
in here?
Awesome.
Yeah.
It's just fired up in here.
Rules.
See, but
Hey.
you have Bermuda all over your yard. And so for you, is it will go dormant.
Are you
Got a lot of
so?
weeds.
I'm just supposed to know what kind of grass I have, like off the top of my head. I'm supposed to just know that.
Yeah.
I don't. Hey, Andrew, where'd you get that
Shade
beautiful
grass.
shirt?
Okay.
Well, I went to downtodunk.com and I looked at the selection of shirts that were there, and this was the one I chose.
Wow.
It looks good.
Downtodunk.com.
What made you choose that?
Soccer behavior,
Soccer behavior.
because it's the most hilarious shirt we have.
It is. I do love it.
Can't wait to wear it in public, and people are just gonna stare at it and be like,
If we're mine in public, I think
That's
what
all
about
of our
people think
shirts.
of this?
this one even more so because they know the logo. Like the
Uh-huh.
other stuff, like no one knows the Paul George chicken fried rice. It's not a
Yeah.
familiar look.
But
Like this is a very familiar look.
that's true. That one is so confusing to people, I think, because it's clearly the MTV logo, the old MTV logo,
Yeah,
but then it just says down to dunk.
yeah. People don't know.
I love this shirt.
It's a great shirt.
I wear it
love- I
all
wear
the
it
time.
all the
It's
time.
so
I wear
cozy.
I
mine.
have two of them.
I wear
Work
mine all the
shirts.
time. That's great.
That's
Yeah.
awesome, guys.
Up top.
Come on. Good job, guys.
Hey,
All
we
right.
want to just give you the invitation. November 15th, Oklahoma City versus Miami.
Yep.
I don't know how many tickets we have left.
We don't have any left for for a guaranteed spot at the tap room. Those are all gone.
But you can still get it.
You can still
Get it and
you
go
can-
see it the game with
Here's
us.
what I would do. If you still want to attend, you just need to get there early. Spots are limited. The guaranteed spots are gone. There are still some spots available, but those are for just people that are walking in. So if you want to come to the live show, you got to show up early. And then you can still come sit with us. You can still go down and shoot the half court shot. We're going to have a half court shot competition
What?
after the game
What?
down on the floor. I've announced this on the other shows. Thanks for not
Oh
listening
my
to them.
God.
I listen all the time. I
You're
listen to
Playing a
everything we do.
part.
And
Here's
then
the thing. I'm gonna hit the half court shot so well. I'm gonna become a Thunder.
I just need to
basketball
prove to you
player. They're gonna
right
offer
now.
me
Mark's
a-
going to be standing there
and
watching.
he's gonna say, "I need that on my team."
Alex said, just to prove something to you, because I don't
Uh-huh.
appreciate that.
Yeah, come
Because
on.
Jay and we're just trying to pump this up right now. The reason
I
I
literally
know that
don't
that's
remember you
already
saying
happening
that.
is because Alex said in college he had a class where he spent a whole gym class just shooting half court shots. How
It's
do I
true.
know that? Because I listened to the freaking shows, man.
Thank you.
I don't remember that. I do listen.
I
though.
was really talking to Jay.
Yeah, I'm about to say you got offended.
Well,
for
then
me.
don't
I
say you
appreciate it.
guys,
No,
okay?
I don't.
Did I
If
say
I'm
you?
too,
I don't
yes,
think you did.
He
I don't
did.
think you did.
Said you guys don't listen to the shows. Go back. Go back and listen to it.
Go back.
Go back. We've got to go back.
God, I'm
have to
so
go
worked
back.
up right now.
Yeah.
Hey, but if you guys hit a half court shot, I don't know what will happen. I'll be so excited.
We get a prize. You get a prize
Prizes.
from the Oklahoma City Thunder.
I'm gonna.
Wow.
and
Yeah.
Guess what? I'm gonna win the prize.
So we get
No,
on
you're
the
not.
court. At
There's
the end
no
of the
way
game.
you're winning.
we're gonna go on the court together, do the half court shot thing. We're gonna take a huge group picture at center court.
That's gonna be great.
That's
It's
pretty
gonna be
cool.
great.
Here's my question: can we bring out the trampolines that they use for the
Dunks.
like the entertainment at timeouts? Can I dunk it?
Feels like a liability issue. I could see someone
Sign a
getting
waiver.
hurt,
Get Luke to sign a waiver.
hurt
Right, this is
so
my plan.
badly.
I'm gonna get hurt really bad, and I'm gonna sue the Thunder.
I gotta start working on my half court shots, man.
Where are you gonna go?
What do you mean?
To work on your half court shots.
Yeah.
The why?
Where I work?
Yeah. I was
I
gonna
have
say.
a giant.
That's not the size of it. Is that a full size court?
It doesn't matter. I can just move back.
I don't know.
Wow,
That's
Jay.
not where the line is.
I want to practice
You're-
on this thing. This little.
You're
this
mental.
one.
Taylor is so
It's a 10
argumentative.
foot- It's a
this morning.
10-foot goal. Then I just have to mark out a distance and shoot the ball.
I don't know. I just don't think that's
That
gonna
doesn't
work.
feel right,
I-
Taylor.
You know what, Jay? I got something to say to you about that.
Go ahead.
Let's move on.
All right. Well, we'll be right back after this quick break. And we're back after that quick break.
John's back toy bigger inventory. Take John's back toy bigger inventory.
First, I want to start this segment off by let everyone put your phones down.
No.
Put your phone down, Jay. Hold hands.
We can't.
Just do it. Listen,
Seance.
If
What are we
I've
doing
been
here?
if I've been a little aggressive, I just want to talk to my boys.
Okay.
Yeah.
If I've been a little aggressive,
That's
today,
a lot
I
of eye
apologize,
contact.
Okay, I
Yeah.
want to look all of you in the eye. Luke, open your eyes.
It's a prayer.
Okay, amen.
Amen.
Okay,
If I've been a little aggressive, amen.
thank you, God, for my aggression. Okay, Ben Simmons is my favorite.
Is my favorite.
He got kicked out of practice and went. It was reported, not confirmed by a real journalist.
Where did this come from?
It came from someone that was in Philly that said, my friend texted me and said, Ben Simmons is at the strip club right now, right after he got kicked out. I'm going to believe it.
Hilarious.
I'm going to choose to believe it.
Yeah.
So I want us all to put ourselves in Ben Simmons' shoes. If you're Ben Simmons, you go through all this stuff. You go to practice, you get kicked out of practice. Where's the first place you're going?
Me, McDonald's.
McDonald's. I thought you were thinking Arby's.
No, McDonald's.
What are you getting?
Because he's probably like angry,
Uh-huh.
stressed, all those things.
Sad.
And you
This
just
is a
need,
peek into the life of L-Man.
Just
when
go-
he's
just
angry,
go punish
stressed.
your
and
body.
you just need to punish your body with like McNuggets, fries.
McDouble.
No, that's not well.
You do nuggets
whatever.
fries?
Yeah,
You do.
you can eat it in the car.
What kind of sauce are you
can.
getting? What do you
No
mean you can eat-
sauce.
What do you mean you can eat it in
No
the
sauce,
car?
because if I'm going to
You can
McDonald's,
technically eat anything in the car.
I
man.
know. That's what
I'm going to McDonald's. I'm not sitting down inside of McDonald's and I'm eating it. I'm coming.
If you really want to take the depression
I'm
to another
driving
level,
and
though,
I'm
is just
eating
go
it.
sit by yourself in McDonald's.
Sit in the
No.
McDonald's.
I haven't.
I don't
been
know that I
inside
could eat a
McDonald's in a long time.
You need one of
McDonald's
those-
McNugget
you
without
need one of those-
sauce.
Have you seen?
No,
No,
you need
way.
sauce.
I
You
mean,
need
I don't eat
sauce.
anything without sauce, really. But
Yeah.
they have these little travel sauce holders to where they slide in like your
Luke
vent
doesn't
Here's the
enjoy
thing.
convenience.
Not
Here's-
only can
okay.
it hold it, but it also blows the stench of
Here's
sweet and
the-
sour sauce all over your car.
Here's the thing.
It does.
Here's the thing.
That
I
heater on,
don't
dude.
trust myself.
Just hot sweet and sour sauce.
I don't
Oh,
trust myself.
Yeah,
Not.
I
to
don't trust
spill
you
the
either.
Sauce. I would.
Did you
spill the
just hear what I
sauce.
said? They have things made to carry your sauce in.
It'll
the car.
drip off the nug.
Trust it.
Drip off the nug on the
Drip
journey to the mouth.
off the nug.
Y'all gotta.
How
Y'all
slow
gotta,
are
I'm
you?
about to say y'all gotta
How
quickly. put
slow
that-
is this thing going?
How fast are you? Because if you slam it in your mouth, you're getting ricochet
Who is
sauce.
slamming a nugget?
Well, it's one or the other,
One or the
okay?
other, either going fast or slow with the nugget, or middle speed, which is probably what you're talking
one
about.
or the other, or the third option.
Or
Here's
just
the thing: if I'm eating McDonald's, I'm eating it in the car, and that's what I'm doing
That's
on the way to the strip club. I'm
great.
grabbing.
Oh,
some
so you're going to
TVs.
the
On
strip
the way to
club.
the
That's
Yeah.
the second place.
You don't trust the strip club food?
Well, I'm about to deep dive, and then we'll talk about that.
Oh, okay.
What?
Y'all got one? I got one if you need a minute.
Go ahead, man.
Okay, where I'm going straight to a sushi bar,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just loading out on food, just going crazy on food. I'm getting rice, I'm getting sushi, I'm getting all sorts of crazy bad combinations. Okay, wait. Then I'm slamming 6 Sapporos,
Aggressive. Man.
getting
Okay.
6 Sapporos.
Six.
I'm getting absolutely hammered. Then I'm going to a pickup game outside, and I'm gonna start dunking on kids outside, drunk, sushi. Someone's gonna be filming
You're
me.
gonna vomit.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. The next thing you're gonna see is an hour later a video on Twitter of me dunking drunk at a pickup game. Somehow they're like, "How is he already here 2 hours after getting kicked out of practice?" And then I just vomit on kids and vomit all over the playground everywhere, and everyone's really worried about me.
Wow,
Wow, that's gonna be great.
Yeah.
that's good.
Let's play some basketball.
Just like it's terrible breath, like
I just
sushi.
loaded up on sushi and Sapporos. Time to play.
Totally
Just
tanked.
throw up.
Oh wow.
I'm just like I just probably go home.
I probably like go to like the lake or something.
Oh yeah.
Take a walk.
Yeah.
You know, try to refocus. You know.
I'm definitely going somewhere to eat though.
Yeah.
Maybe happy hour somewhere.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Chili's.
You guys eat when you're mad? Is that what you do? Your go-to when you're mad? Just like
No,
chow
I
down?
just most of the time when I'm mad,
I
I
stress eat.
prefer to be by myself. Right?
That's
Yeah.
what I'm, yeah.
So I'd go somewhere by myself.
When you're mad,
By myself. Yeah.
I don't really get mad anymore.
Oh wow. What a
Yeah,
development
Good
for,
for
the
you.
element.
I'm
I
just
don't
not-
know if that's good. That seems unhealthy.
I just bottle it up.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Just bottle that
Bottle it
stuff
up and I explode.
shove it down.
Then eventually.
That's how it goes.
You get mad, Taylor?
Yeah, you can.
Oh, Taylor's so mad.
Yeah, we get mad. We get mad. We get sad. We get. What are you talking about, Jay?
Have you talked to him this morning?
God.
Emotions are healthy.
Do you know how good I'm gonna feel when I leave?
Head straight to the sushi bar.
Time to deep dive about Ben Simmons' trip. He went to, if reports that aren't reports are to be believed, he went to a gentleman's club called Delilah's. So I thought maybe he left a review.
Mm-hmm.
We could figure out how he felt. Maybe we get some insight on the thing. So we're going to read some reviews of this gentleman's strip club.
Okay.
And it would be this. So if there were this is a 5-star review, most recent review. I'm sorting by newest, so we can figure out his.
Okay.
Said if there were more stars to give, I would be giving double. I first came to Delilah's in July 2021. I've been back 3 more times since.
Mm.
I wasn't much of a strip club person before coming here, but now I make regular trips, and I don't even live in the state. Bar service is good, wait staff is great and attentive. The only downside, I wish they had more options. Those who want to change, to tip the girls. There's a $20 charge to use the ATM.
Wow.
That's probably not it.
$20.
$20.
Next was a 1-star review. No words to it,
Whoa.
which I think could be him.
Sounds like Ben.
Mm, does sound like
Another
that.
1-star review. I wouldn't recommend going here for the food. I was expecting mozzarella sticks and jalapeno poppers after asking the doorman about the menu, but they never arrived.
It sounds like
Went
you,
to a
oh man.
strip club and asked the doorman about the food menu.
None of the strippers were accepting of chicken fingers as tips. Clearly, they too wanted mozzarella sticks and
This is
jalapeno
Luke.
poppers. This is not me.
This is L-Man review.
Also, the ATM charges a 20% fee. The ATM situation is
It's 20% fee. So
Apparently.
if you get 1,000 out, that's $200.
Wow.
quick math verifies that. That is correct.
10,000, $2,000.
It says $200 costs $40 in ATM fees. I'll place an ATM here and undercut your current fee structure by 5%. Let me know. There's actually something's happening. They have a lot of 1-star reviews currently. We got to bump it up.
Yeah.
Ben Simmons hopefully is going to turn this place around.
20%. I would absolutely leave and go somewhere else and
Yeah.
draw out cash if I needed it that badly.
Yeah.
Plus, as a divorce attorney, if I could put my divorce attorney hat on,
Go ahead.
not a great charge for your bank account charge.
Yeah.
When,
Wow.
yep,
I see,
not a
I
great
see.
charge.
Yeah.
But you can put it together.
This says that you took out $1,600 at Delilah's.
Yeah, what's going on? I just been to the sushi bar. I was out of control. I threw up at Delilah's. Yeah, a lot of ATM issues here. So that's it. That's my deep dive into Delilah's. It feels like he's gonna turn around instead of the 76ers. He's really
Wow.
focusing in on
Hey
Delilah's.
there, Delilah's.
Hey there, Delilah's.
You got 20% charges on your cash withdrawals.
Winner question.
People are desperate too, man. Like, I need the. Doesn't matter how much that charges. I need that.
Yeah.
I need that $100 right now.
It's like have you ever seen the New Girl where
No.
Winston gets a bunch of bunny money?
Yes.
Instead of
Yeah.
he goes to the ATM, it doesn't give out money, it gives out bunny
Funny
money.
Yeah.
And so in the episode, they're all wearing like the jackets and the shirts from the strip club. It's very funny. They go to a police station to fight a police officer.
Cool.
'cause, it's great.
That's your new girl synopsis.
What else happened? in that episode?
Question. And then
That's the
Schmidt.
first one. Coach is back.
And then Schmidt does something. It is. And then Schmidt
know.
does something hilarious. Our first Twitter question comes from @Dort69699nice, who wants to know: would you rather shoot a 3 if your life depends on it, Who would you rather shoot a tree if your life depends on it?
Would you rather?
Baisley or Poku?
No.
No, your life depends on if you shoot this tree. No.
No. Poku.
Poku.
Baisley.
Baisley.
You trust Baisley with your life?
I trust that
More than
he
Poku.
trusts. He trusts himself with my life.
I'm not sure he cares about your life. Poku, I know for sure.
It's Poku.
Poku doesn't even know me.
I also can imagine that Poku against air shoots like 95% from the 3-point line.
See, I was gonna say the
Can
opposite.
confirm.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
My thought about Poku is the way he plays in games is exactly how he plays.
No.
In every other
he
situation.
can shoot it. He can really shoot it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And he gave me a cookie once.
How was it? I thought you were gonna bring it and let us all have a
You
taste.
just save it for the whole week.
Yeah.
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 Ziploc
Cookies save. Plastic bag, cookies save.
Plastic bag cookie save.
Plastic bag, cookies save.
But you had to. The funny thing about that though is you would have had to have just kept it just a single cookie in your hand until the day was over.
It has chocolate on the outside of
you
it.
should have eaten it.
I've got all this gear.
Did you?
I don't
eat-
have like plastic bags just in my backpack.
You didn't bring your Ziploc bags.
I forgot.
If
How
that
could you?
cookie was number one priority, you could have done it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know I was going to receive the cookie.
I wanted to.
Always assume you're gonna receive a cookie.
Yeah, that is a.
Every situation.
You've been to media day before. You should have known better.
Describe it to me. Describe the taste. Take me on a journey of the taste of this cookie.
Food cookie. It was soft. So you bite into it and it tastes like it's like a cake. Okay.
Oh,
Dark chocolate on the outside.
Mhm.
Soft
for it.
orange flavored cake on the
Oh.
inside.
Mhm.
Oh,
It was delightful.
But you said that
A
they're actually
surprise.
from England, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Jaffa
do we know
cakes.
what
Is that what they're called?
Jaffa cakes.
Jaffa cakes.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
I got to tell you about this experience I had yesterday before we move on. Speaking of food and the Thunder Arena. So the Thunder had media out yesterday to check out all the new things that they have going on at the arena. So they have, those Tesla coils that they have up in the arena?
Yeah.
Coolest thing about yesterday was that they can now play music through the Tesla coils. Like whatever song you want can play through these coils. It's kind of freaky, but pretty cool.
Is it
Wait.
like or is the lightning? Because they're like the lightning-y things.
Yeah.
Like is they pulsating to the music?
Yeah. Pulsating to the music. The music is coming out of these things.
And with the lightning.
Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
It's cool. So get ready for that. Also, Quad City DJs,
Uh huh.
they're going to be at the game performing at halftime
Really?
on Sunday. It's reason
Cool.
enough to go to the
I don't know
game.
who that is.
Space
Come on, ride the train. It's a choo
Choo-
choo.
choo- Also, everybody get up. It's time to slam now. Yeah.
Yeah. Dang. Oh, that one.
Jam.
I got you.
Also, there'll be guys dunking while they're singing the Space Jam song. So
Dang.
just get
Off
ready for that.
trampolines.
Yeah, I assume.
Cool.
Anyways, at this
You
thing,
also might see Joel Embiid set a record for most points scored.
in a basketball game,
In a
100,
basketball-
101. It really could happen. So you should be there.
Will Ben Simmons play?
No.
Anyways, they also let us sample all the food that they're going to serve at the arena this year
Ooh.
That's
in this
awesome.
big giant buffet, and it was like all these burgers.
Slam
and
burgers.
They had a donut burger,
Smash burgers.
some slam
burgers. I think they're called smash burgers.
Dogbergs. Anyways, it was
Well,
great.
like,
What was
so
the best-
give
what
us
was
a
the
heads up. What should we
best
look for?
What we got to get?
So the donut burger is good. They had some.
That's
you
a
know,
lot.
Yeah.
Get out of my face with a lot. It was a tiny one.
Oh, dang.
It was good. They had.
We need a group therapy session.
Chick-
Shut up, Jay.
Shut up, Jay.
You started this morning when I walked in.
It's true. Chicken wings that
Yeah, I
were
like chicken wings.
delicious. They were like bacon braised chicken wings.
Ooh,
Whoa.
Yeah, delightful.
bone in.
Bone in.
Opponent. I've got a bone to pick with chicken wings. Mazio's in Stillwater's been out of chicken wings. for like 3 months. I can't get any.
My go-to chicken wing place, Mazio's.
It is.
Anyways, it was great. The food was tremendous.
Did y'all ever hit that Mazio's up on Rockwell?
Yeah, after baseball games.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Mazio's salad bar and just the buffet, good. I had it this week.
Twitter questions.
Okay. Huge Mazio's guy. Hey guys, let's go to our next Twitter question. Comes from @Shofwell. Says, do you think the Thunder's plan of a non-positional basketball will always include undersized bigs, or was last year and this season just a product of bottoming out?
Yeah, I mean, it's just I think you can't just go get a big. Like, I think part of the reason that the reason they don't have Şengün on their roster right now is because they were offered way too much for that pick. And then 2, I think that you have to be really, I think that position you have to be pretty intentional about what you want. And if you draft somebody that's going to be really productive at that spot, you're going to have to eventually pay them a lot, or they're just not going to be on your team anymore. Like Nikola Vucevic, really good player. But do you want him to be your starting center if you're trying to compete for a championship? I think the answer is probably no. But you have to pay him near max because he's that productive, and he's not going to defend well. And there's just all these issues that come with having him as your center. Now, I think that they look at this next. I think you can look at this next draft class, and if they're in the top 3, you'd be pretty surprised if they weren't going to take a big, right? And they're all very skilled. They can all do lots of things on the court. That's the kind of guy that you want. So I don't think that they're just like, man, we don't want everybody under 7 feet. We don't want anybody out there that can do this. No, I mean, Banchero's 6'10",
He plays pretty big though.
they would most certainly draft him. And
Well, you have Chet, who's also
Chet's 7 feet, but he's like under 200 pounds.
it's insane.
He's very skinny. Eventually, he will play center, I would assume.
Yeah.
Or at least the 4. But if there's a big man that warrants being selected high in the draft, I don't think they would shy away from taking him.
And I think the other thing you have to remember is the Thunder aren't intentionally building a roster to compete this year. So it's not like they recognize, hey, we have a glaring hole at the center position. We need to go and get a free agent to play that position. Like they just were like, no, it just is what it is. And we're not going to do what we need to do to fill that position.
Mm-hmm.
It's unnecessary for us to do that and spend the money, let alone what free agent is going to say, man, I'm going to go
Nobody.
play center for the Thunder.
Nobody. Yeah.
I think the only way they're going to get a big to change that kind of positionless idea is if they absorb somebody that is a giant contract that somebody's trying to get rid of.
Or they just wait until, they did this last time too. They didn't have anybody.
Like
and
they
they
get asset is what I mean. Like that's the only reason they would.
Well, they traded for Perk, like
you're saying down the line.
Whenever you know what you are, then you can, and if you still don't have a center and you need one, they're going to have a boatload of assets to go get one.
And by the way, just having a good big man does not mean you can't still be really versatile. You can get versatile bigs. That's what all the bigs are now.
That's what it has to be going.
Well, and the reason that they are versatile now is so that you can take in whatever player you need to. Like this team could take in a very high usage player still because of how versatile they are. So they're just trying to stay as flexible as possible until they know what they are. It's really not, this is what we want. It's just, we want flexibility at this point. It would be
Stretch Armstrong.
And you should want, like as a fan, like you should want to have a flexible roster, because if you start to get players that you plug in here and it's like, well, they are only this and they can only do that. And they're never going to fulfill this role. And then you're pigeonholing yourself to where, oh no, we have a big already, and the best big in the draft, or the best guy in the draft is a big, and we have the number 1 pick. Well, now what are we supposed to do? Like now, how are we supposed to handle this? They're not locked in that way at all. I feel like all of their players that you think that are going to be here long-term can play multiple positions, which is what you want.
Hey, our next Twitter question comes from @DudeBuffet, who says, "Sup, dudes? Do you think Wendy's is being little haters for not putting those cool sunrooms in their stores anymore? Or did we lose that privilege because we were bad?
I think we were bad.
Did anyone like the sunrooms? I know
exactly
what he's talking
about. The one in
about.
Edmond
Yeah.
still has
Still
one. I
has
think,
one.
Yeah.
I never sat there in the sunroom.
Oh, I did.
You
Sure.
did?
Did they have like doors that was it
No.
separated?
No.
You could probably enter into it as far as another entrance, but no. For the most part, you came through the restaurant, ordered to the table, and then went and sat down at the sunroom tables.
I never went to Wendy's when I was a kid because they didn't have any play stuff. Because back in the day, it was all about
They did not.
they never had play
Mm-mm.
stuff.
One on Expressway, they came out with the biggies. You know, they had biggie drinks and biggie fries. And
Mm-hmm.
I was a biggie, so we ate there. We ate there quite a bit. But the one on Expressway didn't even have the
Sunroom, yeah. It's true.
The one on I have a bone to pick with the one on in Edmond
Bone in.
that I won't.
I don't know that
won't
one in Edmond. So
discuss.
here's what Oklahomans don't realize is in Oklahoma, most of the Wendy's experiences are pretty rough. Like the one in
Yeah.
Edmond is sketchy at best. The one on Penn and Memorial's fine.
Yeah.
But you go to other states, like I remember when I was traveling to Florida with regularity, like Wendy's is a really like nice go-to fast food restaurant for a lot of people. Not that way here in Oklahoma.
For Floridians, that's like a nice
fine
birthday
dining.
dinner restaurant.
It's fast casual in
It's
Florida.
fine dining.
Really? We need to have a whole episode about this.
This is not true. There's no way that's true.
It might
no,
be.
but it's, I mean, you know, like
It's like Panera Bread.
it's
there.
not on
No.
it's definitely not. It's not like Chick-fil-A though, but it's definitely like a McDonald's. You would go to it just in the same way.
They just vary so much by location. If you just got to go to a good location,
True.
you know, that's what I say. Hey guys, let's go to our next Twitter question.
It's our last one.
It is okay.
Still doing? Are we still doing?
Yeah, we have to do bold predictions.
Yeah.
We're running out of
Let's
time.
do that then.
Bold dicks.
All right. Taylor, start us off. We
I'll
have
start
bold
one off.
predictions.
Russ will have the lowest usage rate in the last 10 years of his career.
Boo. That's
That's
I
a
mean,
bell pepper.
that is bell pepper if I've ever heard it.
Good. This first one was a test because I always get freaking poo-pooed on because my bold dicks, you say, are
We have to
too
stop saying that. Like we have to stop
bold.
saying that.
Sorry, I didn't even think about it.
Was he so mad?
I don't know. He's so
Listen.
angry and he has to stop saying that word.
All right, sorry. Bold prediction. Can I say predictions? Okay. That was a test. You passed. Now I'll get into my real bold predictions.
Okay.
Nate McMillan will get Coach of the Year.
That's probably jalapeno-ish.
Yeah,
Let me
that's
finish.
Oh.
They have 12 actually good.
You literally stopped
Just
talking.
hold on. I know. I'm trying to get something out of you guys. I'm really trying
Yeah,
to work something out.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
They have 12 actually good, productive players. That starting lineup is really solid.
Yeah, this is common knowledge
Let him
stuff.
finish.
Let
This
me
is
finish.
I'm actually going to downgrade it to Bell.
Let me finish. So actually, now that I've worked through this, if he doesn't win Coach of the Year, he should be fired. Bold prediction.
Okay.
That's just wild. Like I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say.
What would the Hawks have to finish for him to get Coach of the Year?
They're
Third,
gonna-
third in the East.
Yeah, if they get third or fourth, he'll probably get Coach of the Year.
I don't know. We'll see.
I think Jason Kidd wins Coach of the Year. Bold prediction.
Oh, that's
That's
Oh,
bold.
that-
Now that's
ugh.
bold. That's irresponsible.
That's a ghost pepper. No, that's a Carolina Reaper.
That's a Carolina
That's
Reaper.
a hot chip.
I would be really shocked.
That's
I don't know.
outrageous.
It's not real. I don't really feel that way, but
that's.
I was trying to go bold.
Stay with it. That was
Stay
good.
bold.
That's
Stay
good.
bold.
Yeah,
You got to
yeah,
stay
that's
bold.
good.
You got to
Yeah,
own
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
you
That's
have
good.
to own it.
That's
You have
good.
to own it.
got it.
All right. Here's my first bold prediction. Philadelphia 76ers miss the playoffs.
Wow.
Ooh, I'm gonna give that one a habanero.
I
No, that's a Carolina Reaper, actually.
It's funny though because I have another bold prediction that's Embiid gets MVP.
Actually, that's not that bold. He was
Oh
like,
no, that'd be pretty.
he would have won it last year.
Jalapeno.
He would have won it last year
Yeah.
had he. Yeah, that's bell pepper.
okay,
That's very possible.
okay.
Bold has to be.
No, I know what bold is.
It's got to be
I'm-
like 10% chance
I'm
or
coming
less,
up short.
right?
I'm coming up short.
10% less chance. Like Philly is gonna make the playoffs, but I predict that they're not because Joel Embiid could get hurt. And then what are they?
Yeah.
It's the
A lot of Tobias Harris.
show.
Yeah, that's not making playoffs.
Yeah, they're not making the playoffs. Even in the East, they won't do it.
You guys got one?
Luke?
Baisley traded by the Thunder by Christmas.
No.
No.
Boom.
No.
Give him the button.
You don't get the button on that one. That was, I mean, it could definitely happen. That could definitely.
But also, why?
Because I say so. Boom.
Taylor, go ahead, man. What's your next one?
I think Andrew gets one next.
Oh, I got another one. Okay. Another league-wide one. Memphis will be in the top 6 in the West.
I don't.
Where are we
I
at?
guess it's bold, but I also feel that good about
That's habanero,
Habanero.
in my opinion.
Memphis.
So you get to go through
Is that an
who are they
explosion or a
better than,
gunshot?
I
right?
think it's an explosion. It says it when I downloaded the sound, it said explosion.
You've got
Well, here's
Phoenix, Utah, Lakers, Clippers, Warriors, Blazers, Mavericks.
I don't know about Blazers, man. Here's a bold prediction. Portland loses in the play-in game.
Totally possible.
I would say
Bell
the
pepper.
bold prediction for me
Wow.
is that Portland doesn't make the playoffs.
But that's them losing in the play-in game.
no, it's not even in
I'm
the
not even saying
play-in.
the playing game.
He's
Don't
out of,
not
out
even
of-
a 10 seed.
out of the top 10.
The Timberwolves,
Jay's really
the
breaking.
Timberwolves,
I'm off.
Here we go.
the
Jay.
Timberwolves
Mhm.
finish the regular season as the 7 seed.
Wow, that is bold. That is
That
spicy.
is very bold.
That is irresponsible. That's Carolina Reaper. That's
We'll come back to it.
You
Come
were-
back to it. Remember that.
it's an immediately regret.
What's funny is the one I actually maybe think is that the Mavericks missed the playoffs.
But
Yeah.
Jason Kidd gets
They
coach
they
of the
lose.
year.
I know. That's why.
Jason, and Jason Kidd gets coach of the year. Boom! Whoa!
It's gonna be a wild year down in Dallas.
Oh
There
boy!
is definitely a less than 10% chance of that
those two
happening.
things happen.
Derek Favors starts 75 games for the Thunder and is here until next summer.
That's jalapeno.
Is that bold?
I just
Can't
think
you just see that happening?
I don't know. I mean, they shut down Al Horford halfway through the season last year,
Yeah, Derek Favors is not Al Horford.
but he's a lot better than everything else they have.
Yeah.
Is he not?
I don't know if does he really make your team like that much better though, like Al Horford could have.
I'm not saying that he is going to make the team better.
Yeah.
That's why he stays.
Yeah.
Let me finish.
Let me
I'm not
finish.
done yet.
I'm not done.
All right.
Just gauging the response. Is it bold? Nope.
All
Let
right.
me finish.
No, I actually wrote it down that
All
way.
right, go ahead, Tayshaun.
LeBron's going to subtweet about Russ and two-parter. The Lakers will try Russ off the bench at some point this year.
Ooh, that is big.
That is big.
That is
That's
bold.
a habanero.
And I
that
have a
is
prediction
bold.
of how it's going to happen.
to Carolina Reaper.
Russ is going to get injured at some point, and then they'll use him coming back as the excuse to bring it
That
on.
actually makes it way less bold.
Damn it.
You really killed it.
I thought too much about
You
these.
did. That was you tried to find a path to it being more of like a
Should've just
50-50
left
shot.
it. I should have
Yeah,
left
you,
it.
You should
I'm
have.
really feeling.
Yeah,
I'm
that
really
was
feeling
bad.
bad about this today.
I feel like I need to retract.
Can I
your
do this again
explosion.
next week though? Too. I'll finish out these. Can I bring some more next week?
Sure.
Okay.
No.
Steal your-
Teo Maladon is the first Thunder player traded this season.
Oh,
Is that bold? Is that
yeah. I'd give that a jalapeno.
I don't know who.
jalapeno? That is not bold then.
I
Jalapeno-
get everybody on
Jalapeno
that.
is a very normal pepper,
Yeah, but it's still got a little heat
It's
to
just
it.
the most popular.
but it's just a normal. You can just have that anytime.
Still a little spice though.
No one's ever going to be like, "Whoa, you got a jalapeno pepper?" No one's ever going to do that.
But also, if Teo gets traded, no one's gonna be like, "Whoa! Oh my God! What are they doing?"
True. It's true.
Well, it's a jalapeno.
They sell them at Church's
I'll accept
Chicken.
it.
35 cents.
35 cents a per pepper?
Yeah.
Luke, earlier
Bro,
in the show, you
just by
said
itself.
They give me the hiccups.
First bold thing you've said this whole
They
time.
give me the hiccups. They do. And it's worth it. It's a nice little treat.
Josh Giddey will average 37% from 3 this season.
Ooh, McKellar would
bold.
say that as a Carolina Reaper.
Yeah, McKellar would say that's irresponsible spice.
and we'll have 3 triple doubles.
Less. Yeah, that's
That's jalapeno.
Serious?
That's jalapeno.
God, Taylor, just leave it.
yeah.
at the
You really
start.
just
leave it alone.
I want to retract.
If Giddy
the-
would have
again.
gotten any like
3.
he
That's like
could
the
have
most reasonable.
he could have gotten one against the Jazz if he would have had the ball in his hands more. He had 10 rebounds.
The thing you're counting on is for teammates to make shots.
True.
Is the struggle.
Just pass it to Jerry.
Also,
Only
for
JR.
him to have the ball in his hands enough to get 10 assists.
Oh, that's gonna happen.
Jay's really bringing it, man. You need to just come with these off the top of the
That's what I'm
dome.
doing, man.
Miguel Davila said that Taylor makes one and then immediately heat checks.
I'm the Monte Ellis of bold takes.
Oh man.
Andrew, you got one?
Jalen Suggs doesn't make either of the all rookie teams.
I don't know if that's that bold.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, jalapeno-ish.
Yeah. He's looked super terrible for the most part on offense.
Do you feel pretty good about
How I felt pre-draft. Yeah, I feel great.
It's hard, man. Nobody looked. I mean, Evan Mobley out of the top. I mean, Cade's not playing. Evan Mobley probably looked the best. Maybe Scotty Barnes out of the top 5 or
Yeah.
6. But
The thing about Suggs is that his Gonzaga team was better than the Magic.
oh, they're so bad.
I was gonna say, with him being on the Magic, it's just you're not gonna have enough success for people to be
It's-
really looking at.
It's
you.
really tough. It's a really tough situation, especially for a guy like that who's like team oriented,
Yep.
is going to help
Yeah.
you win, but you can't help that group win.
Mhm.
Jalen
you know.
Green wasn't very good,
Jalen Green has not shot the ball well at all.
which is what
preseason really bad.
people were possibly thinking about him. Is he's going to be kind of a streaky guy?
Yeah,
But
bust.
I just hope. I mean, it sucks, man. Being in Houston is not going to be the best for his development, though. But whatever, it is what it is.
Yeah, I don't love it either.
I don't know what rookies have really looked great in the preseason, other than Giddey, Scotty Barnes.
Bones Highland has looked really good.
Yeah,
What?
What?
Nothing.
he's in San Antonio, right? No,
Bones?
that's
He's in Denver.
Denver.
what's the guy? Primo, Josh Primo.
Josh Primo. Yeah.
He's so primo. I got one more. This isn't bold at all.
Okay.
It's just to take. Baisley isn't gonna figure it out, and he's just gonna disappear into nothingness. It's not bold.
Yeah, it's-
The Thunder,
Everyone
the
agrees with
Thunder
it.
don't extend him.
Would it be more bold if he does figure it out? Oh, really? Ouch. I'm concerned.
Give me a bold prediction on where Ben Simmons lands.
Oh man. Well, okay, we need to talk about
Bold.
We need to talk about what Maury said, because I feel like what Maury said yesterday was very bold. He said this could last 4 years.
yeah.
The Ben Simmons situation could last 4 years. He's basically saying, I'm not ever going to trade Ben Simmons unless you give me a good player back.
Yeah.
We have trades for role players. I'm not going to trade Ben Simmons. This could last 4 years,
Yeah.
which I do not believe it. Eventually, the owner's going to be like,
It's
Daryl.
it's obviously not going to last 4 years, but
that's bold. Daryl's way good at these bold takes.
bold. Also, I don't know. It's just weird that he would get on sports radio and do that.
It's Daryl Morey.
It's
This
Daryl
is what he
Morey.
does, man.
It's
It's why
just-
people love him, is because he's. I can't. Stand
It's why
him,
he's
man.
so annoying to me.
I can't
Yes.
stand it.
I love
It's-
that Ben Simmons is going to practice just like giving zero effort, though. The videos are great.
Everybody could have. I mean, that was the most easy thing to assume would be what he would do.
Yeah.
Oh, he's back. He's going to all of a sudden. No, you knew he was going to come and try to torpedo the whole entire thing.
And people keep wanting to. I keep seeing people on Twitter being like, "It's interesting how we're treating the Ben Simmons situation versus how Harden did it. Harden did this too, and you all supported it, or blah blah blah." It's like this. Harden actually, like, teams will give up so much for Harden.
Yeah.
Teams will not give up. This is why Ben Simmons hasn't left, because teams are like,
Wait,
I
who
don't
supported
need
the
this guy.
Harden
And
thing?
also, we were very critical of the way James Harden did it.
Yeah, I was going to
Well,
say everybody.
he
was
got-
very
Maybe it's not
critical.
He got
supporting it, but
scorched
saying
for
like,
it. The difference is that the Nets moved quickly because James Harden is James Harden and Ben Simmons is not.
yeah,
Like, that's the difference. If
James-
this was as easy as James Harden, the move would have been made.
right.
Mhm.
But Ben
Right.
Simmons is like, nobody knows what he ultimately can be. Offensively,
a
he
mess.
showed that he has some problems in the playoffs last year,
Mhm.
and nothing's evolved. And there also seems to be some attitude issues that would make it not a positive asset that you would give up your star person to get a higher level of star person.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know. The bold prediction for me is like, I mean, does he end up in San Antonio?
Also, Harden did get traded for not a difference maker. It made a difference for the new plan that the Rockets had.
No, it's because the Rockets are a disaster. But yes, if they would have been more mindful, they could have got a better haul for James Harden.
But they didn't. I mean, I feel like
Like
they got a good
Philadelphia.
haul for what they decided they needed to do, which was start over. But
Yeah.
Philadelphia is not trying to start over.
No, yeah, they're going to have to trade him. Like Portland makes sense because I think both of those teams are going to be floundering by Christmas. But it's hard. I don't think Daryl Morey thinks CJ McCollum's a difference maker.
How does Portland
He's
lose
not.
to Sacramento on the first night?
Sacramento,
It's just
because
one game,
Sacramento is going to be the 8th seed in the West.
When you look at, oh my God,
I'm
That
going to
is
say so many
scorching.
teams in
I
the playoffs that there are going to be no teams that don't make the
Yeah, I
I
playoffs.
can't believe Jay has more hot takes than Taylor.
I know. I feel honestly embarrassing.
I
You're going
actually
to get a
kinda
lot
like
of
Sacramento.
aggression.
Yeah, I fall into the trap every year. with
Oklahoma City's going to
Sacramento.
get Marvin Bagley.
No,
No, all right.
I'd be floored if they got Marvin Bagley.
Lord.
Yeah,
What's the here? Let's do a bold prediction. What's the biggest name traded by the deadline?
Kyrie Irving.
That's bold.
Michael Jordan comes back for the 75th
Why
year
is
of the
he
NBA.
here?
I don't know.
Boom!
No, Luke's biggest trade bold prediction is I trade McDonald's chicken nuggets for Wendy's chicken nuggets.
I don't know what that means, but I would.
Any other bold predictions for you, Andrew?
Oh, Trey Mann is the only Thunder rookie that makes the all-rookie team.
Ooh, that's
What?
that's probably habanero to me.
How is that possible?
Was that a different explosion? It was
No,
the same one.
Same one.
Sound
So
different.
Trey Mann
Thank
is
you.
gonna be better than Josh Giddey. That's not my bold
I
prediction.
can't believe you just predicted that.
Wow.
I'll take it though. I'll take anything right now.
It's bold. It has a 10% or less chance of happening.
Yeah, it's very bold. I feel
It's
like
bold.
yours is irrational. Is what's the word?
Irresponsible.
Yes, irresponsible.
Yeah,
Irresponsibly
that's the
spicy.
point.
Hey,
I always bring irrational every year. I blame y'all because I'm
What?
mad. I'm embarrassed about myself, so I'm gonna project and I'm gonna take it out on y'all.
Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you for doing that. I'll take it.
hey, guys, are you miffed and are you peeved?
Miffed and peeved.
Taylor,
Don't look at me, man.
He is miffed and
you're
peeved
miffed and peeved.
this whole
That's
morning.
freaking miffed
What's
today.
wrong?
You know what I think it might be? Actually, I think I know what this
Your
is.
tummy hurts.
I have just insane diarrhea.
It's insane.
It happened. And I was like,
Whoa!
that is insane.
Go get your tickets if you want to come hang out with us on November 15th. Everybody have a great day. Great weekend. Talk to you guys on Monday.
Peace.